Hello, and welcome to another episode of Randall's Comics and And as for tonight's episode, I was thinking, let's get a little sauvage or savage. Anyway, I'm going to bring you my presentation of tonight's Savage Dragon. So get it right into it. Glasses off. The Savage Dragon is the name of three superheroes created by Eric Larson. Published by Image Comics and taking place in the Image universe, the comic initially follows the adventures of heroic police officer named the Dragon. The character first appeared as a dragon in Graphic Fantasy #1, June 1982, and first appeared as the Savage Dragon in Megaton #3, February 1986, before starring as a protagonist of the ongoing comic book series, The Savage Dragon. All right. Now, the dragon is a large, finned, green skinned humanoid whose powers include super strength and an advanced healing factor. He is also an amnesiac. His early memory is awakening in a burning field in Chicago, Illinois. Thus, for most of the series, the origins of his powers and appearance are a mystery to readers. At the beginning of the series, he became a police officer under the legal name Savage Dragon and battles the mutant criminal Super Freaks. Yeah, that terrorized Chicago. Ultimately, the dragon is revealed to be the amnesiac Kerr, a tyrannical emperor of the known universe. After sacrificing himself in the 39th volume of Merging of Multiple Earths, the dragon is succeeded by his son Malcolm Dragon as the Savage Dragon, who becomes the new protagonist of the Savage Dragon. Paul Dragon is also introduced in a supporting role as a version of the original dragon who survived his universe's destruction. Now, together with Spawn, Savage Dragon is one of two Image comic titles that debuted during the company's 1992 launch that continues to be published well into the early 2020s. Further, Savage Dragon is the only one of the two that has been written and drawn entirely by its creator for the entirety of its run, for which Larson has been lauded for. Okay. Now, there has been some controversy here lately. There's some adult content creeping up in the Savage Dragon title. As the series progressed past issue number 200 and into the late 2010s and 2020s, Larson pivoted the formerly mainstream superhero comic into a mature reader's title featuring frequent nudity and graphic acts. Explicit depictions, like such as in issue 228 and subsequent milestones, stunned comic fandom by depicting, let's just say, rather inappropriate images. Like I said, not to be seen in mainstream comic books, maybe some underground comic books. So also, this was done for shock value, and like I said, Larson has taken on a more political role for Savage Dragon as far as some of the stories that he writes. And like I said, but as of here lately, I think there's an issue of Savage Dragon here that had a, a bathroom scene. It got a second print, but like I say, there's some panels on the inside of that book that they're quite NC-17. So let's take a quick look at the Savage Dragon books that I have. Stick around. And the first Savage Dragon book I have is, of course, the Pinnacle Savage Dragon #1. Let's take a quick look inside, shall we? Beautiful cover right there. Savage Dragon leaping into action. There we go. Let's see what else we got in here. Nice splash panel there. Oh, and I see some with the Savage Dragon. He started kind of a little early, kind of getting a little cheeky. But anyway, this book really looks good to be 30-something years old. And let's see here. I think there's a fold-out cover in here. Yeah. Okay. So that's Savage Dragon issue #1. Oh, look on the back. They got the little. I like that. those little comic book ads right here. Look at those prices. 75 cents anyway. For some goodness. Let's see what we have on here. Oh man. Well, time machine, go back in time. Pick up some of those books. And the last one I have is Savage Dragon issue number 3. Fighting Mr. Bedrock. In Bedrock. Twist, twist. Alrighty. And that completes my Savage Dragon run for tonight. So, what do you think about the Savage Dragon? Like him? Don't like him? Anyway, let's discuss. And thank you for joining me for another episode of Randall's Comics. And if you like what I brought you, please smash that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So, Savage Dragon, he's an interesting character. Seems like he's been around for a while. We get Eric Larson's interpretation of him. And Eric Larson has stuck with the book all through all these years. And like I said, he has evolved the character through controversy to keep him relevant to this day. So, anyway, what do you think about the Savage Dragon? Like him? Can do without him? Anyway, comment down below. And like I said, I appreciate you joining for another episode of Randall's Comics. And you guys take care, stay savage, and I'll see you next time.